Pi Network is proud to partner with CiDi Games, accelerating Web3 gaming innovation and expanding Pi's real-world use.
All right, let's talk about Pi Network. You know that project with a massive community? Well, they're making a huge play, and it's all about connecting every single one of those users to the world of Web3 gaming. Today, we're going to break down exactly what this major announcement is all about.
Just imagine for a second, what if all that crypto you've been, mining on your phone could suddenly power your favorite games? I mean, we're talking about everything. In-game purchases, getting rewards, even building entire virtual economies. Well, guess what? That is exactly the future Pi Network is trying to build.
Okay, so let's get right into it. At the very heart of all this news is a really powerful new alliance.
So here's the big headline, the main event, Pi Network. The crypto project you can mine right on your phone is officially partnering up with a gaming platform called CiDi Games. And these guys, their whole focus is on building games powered by Web3 technology right from the ground up.
And the goal here, it's actually pretty straightforward. Give the Pi cryptocurrency some serious real-world use. And look, this isn't just about launching one single game. Nope. They're aiming to build an entire gaming ecosystem for Pi's massive community of users. We're talking tens of millions of people, who they call pioneers.
But that begs the question, right? Why gaming? Why this specific industry? Well, this was definitely not a random choice. It's a very, very calculated move. So let's break down the strategy behind it all.
For the Pi ecosystem, this is what you'd call a triple win. First off, it gives Pi coins a real, tangible use case out in the world. Second, it sends a huge signal to developers everywhere that Pi is serious about getting into gaming. And third, it gives all those pioneers a really fun, new reason to actually engage with their Pi every single day.
And there's this one quote from the announcement that it perfectly sums up why this is such a great match. It says, "Games are social, interactive, have virtual economies, and are universal in human experience." And yeah, that makes total sense, doesn't it? I mean, gaming is basically a social network with its own economy, and Pi is a social cryptocurrency. The synergy here is it's really obvious when you think about it.
And what this does is it creates this amazing feedback loop, this really powerful self-reinforcing cycle. Think of it like this. As CiDi Games releases more cool, high-quality games, they're going to attract Pi's huge community. And then all of that activity, all those transactions, they feed value right back into the Pi network itself, making the entire ecosystem stronger. It just keeps building on itself.
So let's talk about the key players here. Who are the two groups actually making this happen? This is really a classic case of two specialists teaming up, where each side brings something totally unique and absolutely essential to the table.
Okay, so on one side, you've got Pi Network. They're bringing the people, that massive global community. They're bringing the money, the Pi crypto, to power the economy. And they're bringing the tech, that established Web3 infrastructure. Then on the other side, you have CiDi Games. They're the experts. They bring the actual game development know-how and the experience needed to run a big gaming platform.
And here's a really crucial point. This is not just some friendly handshake deal. No way. Pi Network Ventures, which is the investment arm of Pi, has made a direct financial investment into CiDi Games. They are literally putting their money where their mouth is to make sure this partnership is a huge success.
Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, right? But you're probably wondering, what's the actual plan? What's the timeline? So let's take a look at the concrete roadmap for how they're going to bring this whole vision to life.
CiDi's plan is broken down into 3 really clear steps. Step 1, they're going to build a library of fun, casual games, the kind that anyone can just pick up and play. Step 2, and this is the really key part, they're going to make Pi the one and only currency for everything inside these games. And finally, Step 3, they're going to develop an open framework, basically tools and APIs that let other game developers easily bring their games into the Pi ecosystem too.
And get this, we actually have a date you can circle on your calendar. The very first version of this platform is scheduled to start testing in the first quarter of 2026. Now that makes the whole project feel incredibly real. It sets a clear target for the whole community to look forward to.
Which brings us to the big final question. When you look at it, a massive, built-in user base, a clear strategy, could gaming be the thing? Could it be the catalyst, the one killer app that finally pushes Pi into mainstream adoption? Well, that is the huge bet that they're making.